Welcome to Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2016 and our how-to series on extensions. My name is Kevin Racer. I'm a Principal Program Manager on the SMB team, and today we're going to be talking about the NAV 2016 extensions, particularly the publishing and installing portion of that. It's basically how do you deploy a NAV extension to your system. So let's talk a little bit about that two-step process. You first need to publish your extension to your system, and then you follow up with the install. So it's a two-step process. This is designed primarily for our hosting partners who have multiple tenants. So you're running a multiple tenant system. Publishing really makes the extension available for all tenants. However, all tenants may not want to have that particular extension running on their system. So we've added the installation step to light that up for a particular tenant. Now, if you're an on-prem customer, you don't have to worry about multi-tenant, but you still have to follow this two-step process to deploy an extension to your system. So I'm going to walk through some of the steps of how you would do that. So I'm going to jump over to my system over here, and first thing that you're going to need, of course, is to have the actual extension package, the .navx or the navx package, available and ready to install it. So the first thing we're going to want to do, of course, is publish it. You use a commandlet to do that. You will use the publish commandlet, and that is found in the admin shell. So if you load up the admin shell, and I'm running it here in PowerShell ISE, I like ISE just because it gives me more of an IntelliSense feel, a little bit better control over what I do with my commandlets. So the first thing I'm going to need to do, of course, is publish my extension. So I'm going to use the publish navapp commandlet, and then I need to provide a couple of different parameters. First one being what server do I want, so what server instance, and I'm using the demo install, so I'm going to install it to my Dynamics NAV 90 server, and then I need to point to the particular extension. So if you notice that we have a path parameter here that allows me then to just path out to where my extension is. And what I'm going to use is my extension is the rewards extension. It's actually an extension that creates a customer loyalty program. So that loyalty program awards points for sales accumulated as sales totals. I can enroll specific customers in it. I can also take those customers out of enrollment for that. So by doing this, I can go ahead and publish my extension to my system. Now I've already done this because publishing does take a little bit of time. So I'm not going to run the commandlet again. And publishing, like I said, takes a little bit of time depending on how large the extension is. We're compiling it against the server when you publish it, so that can take a few cycles. One thing you can also use is another commandlet, the get info commandlet, which will tell you what extensions are installed on your system. So we can ask it, what extensions do I have on my Dynamics NAV 90 instance? And it will return back that, oh, hey, I have already published the customer rewards 1.5.1 version. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to install that. I verified that it's there. And again, those same two parameters are required, the server instance, and then again, pathing to the location of where the navx file is. I like using the path parameter. You can also call it by name here, and there's several other ways in which you can install your extension. From myself, it feels to me that the path parameter works very well. I would recommend too that you keep your extensions, your packages stored somewhere where you can have access to them. It makes it much easier to uninstall them later or reinstall them if you need to. So I'm going to go ahead and tell it to install the extension. That happens rather quickly. Then we can also go and we'll just take a quick little walk through here by launching my Dynamics NAV 2016 instance. And I'll walk you through a little bit of what the extension looks like. While we're waiting for that, here we go. go to customers. This is again a rewards or a customer loyalty program, so it primarily deals with just the customer pages and records. But the extension has added not only a checkbox to my customer page, but it has also added a new page that allows me to see details around that loyalty program. There is some eventing that fires in between that checkbox and my new page. There's also a new table and a modified table in this extension. So I'm going to open up Spotsmeyer Furnishings, the customer card here, and you look at right here, you'll see the rewards checkbox that signifying whether I want to enroll my customer, this particular customer, in the rewards program. I'm going to go ahead and select that. And then there's also that new window I talked about called the rewards program, which just shows the relevant details around that, including the program start. Again, more of this eventing pieces. Program start date was stamped into this record when I hit the checkbox. So that's the extension in and of itself. It adds that whole rewards program. Now, one thing you're probably thinking too is like, can I remove an extension? Can I take things off? Absolutely, you certainly can do that. Let me drop to the role center here, and you can do something just as simple as uninstall your extension. Again, same parameters. Server instance 90, and we'll path back. And here's the value for keeping that package around is that now I don't have to try to remember name or an app ID or anything like that. I can just go ahead, path out to that very same package that I used to install, which then pulls all the relevant data from the metadata file or from the manifest for that and removes the application. So if I do this, I might get a little warning here since I have actively changed my system, changed some schema underneath it. But you can, yep, I get a little warning there because my schema changed underneath. But now if I open up Spotsmeyer's, you'll see that my extension is completely removed by the uninstall. That's about a round trip of the Microsoft NAV 2016 extensions. Look forward to other instructional videos, one about on upgrades, one about building the extensions, and a few others. So thank you again for your time. Have a good day.